today?
Fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Last class I mentioned, right? About homework.
Yes.
Have you do it before?
Yes.
Have you do?
Yes.
What is ABC class?
Activity-based costing.
Activity-based costing. Okay. Today we're gonna learn about ABC, which is activity-based costing. As you guys know, activity-based costing is one method in accounting. In accounting, basically, it helps to recognize, or differentiate relationship between cost, overhead activity, and manufacturing products. Basically, this method also can trace the product and assign the cost to solve the problem in the system in order to help the management to understand the critical problem. Okay, moreover, activity-based costing allocate direct and indirect costs based on the level of activity in the production. Okay, actually, I have derived this definition from 4 different theory and 4 different sources, which is first is
Okay, firstly, CIMA Officially Terminology 2005 defined that ABC is an approach to the costing and the monitoring of activity which involve tracing resources, consumption and cost final output. Resources are assigned to activity and activity to the cost object based on the consumption estimate. The latter utilize cost derived to attach activity cost and cost output. Next is Cooper and Kaplan described that ABC as an approach to solve the problem of traditional cost management system. It is traditional cost system are often unable to determine accurately the cost actual of production and cost of related service. Okay, last but not least, from Yolanda Levent, Walter Den Ben Verket, Catherine Castello defined that ABC is an advance of cost calculation technique that allocate resources cost to the product based on activity consumption. ABC system use a mix-up top and down, bottom-up approach in allocation of the semi-mixed cost. Thus, the ABC model can also be used to analyze how the costs are affected by the change in the cost output.
okay. Let's back to the class. Okay, class. As I mentioned last class, have you done your task?
Yes.
Okay, I will ask some question about the uses of ABC. Nivesh, what do you think? What is the uses of the ABC?
Okay, based on the article that I have studied, which is Adidas, the uses of ABC costing is to derive efficiency by helping mills to level load their production and to increase the competitive tendering for big commodity materials. Okay, the approach to costing based on standard minute value is like how many products that a factory can produce in a day. That's an example for that. The next one is that they predict the relative competitiveness of every single product. In a nutshell, the conclusion for the Adidas article is that their goal is to put this across a more balanced supply portfolio and make sure the different categories are more evenly distributed across the suppliers that they have. That's it. The next article that I compared with the Adidas just now is Nike, which is the same thing, uses of activity-based costing to Nike. First and foremost, they provide accurate cost information concerning the products and their customers. It's like that is the reason why they steadily shift the traditional cost. The employees are in better position to analyze the cost related to manufacturing products and identify that they do not add value to the organization.
Okay, such a good explanation. Thank you, Nivesh.
That's it from the uses of ABC from Nike and also Adidas. Thank you.
Okay, because one of your friend didn't come to class, so here is his video showing about how to calculate the ABC. Let's watch.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my part is how to calculate the ABC. So there are two parts to calculate about this topic. The first one is about the consumption ratio, and the second one is the calculation of unit cost. Okay, the first one is consumption ratio. There are two steps to calculate this ratio. The first one, you need to identify the activity driver of this, which is setting up equipment and machine. So the second one, you need to know about this formula, which is amount of activity driver per product and total driver quantity. So in order to calculate this, you need to take this activity driver per product. Example is 3,000 divided by the total of the setting up equipment activity, and then you will get the answer. Same goes to the machine department. Next part is how to calculate the unit cost in terms of using the ABC method. There are 3 steps to calculate the unit cost. The first one is you need to define which one is the activity cost pool and which one is the activity measure. For example, setting up equipment is the activity cost pool, and the number of setup is the activity or measure. Same goes to the machine. The second one is you need to calculate the activity rates. The formula of activity rates is overhead for cost activity divided by the total activity driver. So this activity rate will use in the step number 3. So you need to have overhead cost. For example, the setting up equipment. So you need to identify the overhead cost of setting up equipment, then divide it on their own activity driver, which is number of setup. So you will be divide and get the answer 2,400 per setup. This will also use their own measure, their own activity measure. The step number 3 is to assign overhead to the cost object. So we will use the activity rate multiplied by the overhead, their overhead activity cost, which is given by the question. Then you multiply, you will get the answer, which to department, which then also same goes to the machine activity. After you get the answer, you need to total up all the manufacturing cost to get the manufacturing cost. After you get the total of activity, which is manufacturing cost, you need to divide by the overhead, and you need to divide by unit production of each department. For example, this department will given by the question 7,500, and this department 30,000. So you divide by this department, you will get the answer, the unit per cost of this department. Then another one also, you divide the manufacturing cost of regular department and divide by the unit production of regular department, and you will get the cost per unit for regular department. That's all.
Okay, see you guys in the next class.
Thank you.
Okay class, today we will continue our lesson about ABC. Ashraf, why last class you didn't attend?
Sorry madam, I cannot attend last class because I got fever last class, and I already got the MC. So I will pass to you after the class. Okay, sorry madam.
I see. It's okay. Later you will pass to me.
Okay.
Today we will continue about our topic ABC. We will discuss more the differences between ABC and the traditional cost. What do you think, Ravi? What is your opinion about the traditional cost and the difference between traditional and ABC costing?
Yes, madam. So if for the difference between ABC cost and traditional cost, for activity-based cost, the cost assignment is that they assign the overhead cost to each activity first, then only to the product and service. While for traditional costing, they allocate the overhead first to the department, then to the product and services. And for the benefit of ABC, they are accurate product costing. And for traditional, it is simple and inexpensive. And activity-based costing suits for capital intensive, while traditional based cost is labor intensive. Then cost pool. Cost pool for activity-based cost is many or different activities, but traditional costing only one and limited number. So the applied rate for activity-based cost is based on activity-based, while traditional is volume-based. That's all, madam.
Okay, thank you, Ravi. Such a good explanation. Very wide and very broad. Thank you.
Three.
Daniel, why are you late?
Sorry madam, because today I set the wrong alarm. Today is supposed to be Sunday, but I set to Monday. So the time is different and I woke up late.
Next time you better set your alarm correctly, Daniel.
Okay madam.
Okay class, today I will continue explain about the advantage of the activity-based costing, which is firstly, activity-based costing help to reduce cost by providing meaningful information on the opportunity available for reducing cost.
Okay guys, basically activity-based costing is only work on the activity. Hence, the activity of management can take quality decision by knowing the nature of each activity. However, the activity can be classified into two, which is the value adding and the non-value adding. So, these two components of the classifier can help the management on focusing the force on value adding and eliminate the non-value adding on the activity. Other than that, it's easy to accurate allocate of the cost. For example, like manufacturing cost, overhead cost, the information about the cost behavior, and last but not least, the management accounting can make a better decision.
Madam, may I go to the toilet?
Yes, please can you go now.
Thanks madam.
Okay class, just now we have thought and discussed about the advantage of the activity-based costing. Now let's proceed with our discussion and criticism of activity-based costing. Okay Ashraf, tell me more and what is your opinion about this criticism on ABC?
Okay, thank you madam. Okay, what I got from the criticism of ABC, and that's from article at Everyday.net, is it is the problematic that he has mentioned, the problematic to continue ABC calculation in optimization situation because of ABC includes different level of cost object. It is too restraining that ABC can only be used as a source of inspiration for cost minimizing and etc. Okay, for the next is ABC is a comprehensive solution, making it quite difficult to do and hot analysis on single products without setting up relatively considerable system. Okay, for the next article that I got from the Manmi 1997 is from the point of view of Manmi, it's appeared that one of the major criticism faced by ABC is the one of information utilization, and this problem of not utilization the problem of not utilizing the output of the ABC process is the main bond of contention, as a huge amount of resources is expended in processing those cost information. accommodating is the problem will still amount to accommodating the waste inherent in the traditional system of costing. So, and for the second article that I got from the Wiki Educator is the principal drawback of the ABC approach is that it's extremely time consuming. That exceptionally detailed records must be maintained in order to facilitate regular ABC exercise, even when the institution accounting system has been modified to enable expenditure to be analysed and attached to particular cost objects, and considerable time will be required each year to estimate the number of staff hours devoted to different activities. So this SBC method is too easy for such costs to go unrecorded, with the result that the total cost identified fall short of the actual expenditure as recorded in audited account. So such the cost leaks can be very substantial. Okay, for the fourth article that I got from Daniel Yusuf and Mariam Yusuf 2012, that in the problem background they mentioned a need for a new cost system due to the increased automation of equipment that demand more allocation of indirect costs, which is cost allocation became more complex due to the mass production and variety in the production volumes. So the result in direct costs becoming the largest part of the total cost. So in addition, with the past 3 technology improvements, that the product life cycles become shorter, and when companies discover cost errors, they don't have enough time to adjust their cost. Consequently, over cost of the product make the company lose bids, while the under cost products generate hidden losses. So that's all from me that I got four articles from the journal and the website also. So that's all.
We have discussed almost all except for the case study. I giving this task to Daniel, right? So Daniel, you may present your slide and talk about the case study you have searched before.
Okay, I have chosen case study in China, which is Suji Electrical and Heating.
Sorry. Hello. Yeah. What? Sorry. Okay, I will go now. Madam, sorry for disturbing you. Because I need to leave now because the emergency call. So may I go back now?
Oh, okay. It's okay. You may go now, Ashraf. Since like important.
Okay, I'm so sorry, madam. Thank you, madam.
Okay, actually Suji Electric Co Ltd is a large Chinese manufacturing company, and it is state-owned enterprise turned into public limited company (PLC). Okay, this company tried to implement ABC in one of their main production division in December 2011, and when they introduced, they implement more to Chinese management style, which rely more on managing people and relationship. And the Chinese management, it was more than a technological system and management tools. So the key issue of this case study is whether ABC technique can be successfully implemented on this Chinese organization setting, and how ABC information can be used effectively to support Chinese management decision making. Okay, in 2001, this company introduced traditional costing system in accounting system, So how this traditional costing system work is, okay, first for direct material, they directly allocate to the production department, and for direct labor and overhead, they allocate based on standard direct labor rate. To production, after allocate to the production, and they will begin their process in making the product, and then they will transfer to the product contract. Okay, after implement this system, they found that this system is not successful. First, because there are misinterpretation data by IT program. Secondly, they test that the labor hours is not updated, and there are extra hours implemented when the this system is in the end, this system is not successful because there are misinterpretation by IT to program, and they also found that the labor hour and the design hour they are tested are not updated, and there are extra work included when this system is implemented. Okay, then in 2002 they began to doing a trial on ABC system. Okay, first if you see on this figure, okay, actually they will be collecting data from warehouse, payroll, and fixed asset, general ledger, and external data into into direct material and direct labor and other overhead costs. So after that, they will allocate the direct labor and direct material to the activity cost centers, and the other overhead costs and not direct costs will be not directly traceable to the product line, and they will use activity cost drivers to allocate to the activity cost centers. So in the end, after they allocate all the costs, they will allocate to the contract center. Okay, as you can see, this is the sample activity for the trial in 2002. Okay, there are 3 departments, which is the general department, production department, and product line. In this department have various of activity. In 2009, they implement the real situation for the ABC system. As you can see in the figure, there are more departments, and there are 2 costs, which is facility sustaining cost and example line cost. So in facility sustaining cost, there are general department, technical support, and production department, marketing department, and under example line cost, there are only one department, which is example lines. Okay, if you can see in the figure, there are various activity in this department, but you can see there are most activity in the example lines. Okay, after implement the real ABC system, okay, in this figure they are doing the same approach from the trial, but this time they are using the actual activity that I mentioned in 2009. 2009 when they implement the real ABC system. So the raw material, as usual, they will directly trace to the production cost, and facility sustaining cost they will divide by the activity which I mentioned just now. And ensemble lines we have their own activity and will be allocate based on activity. After allocate all the indirect activity or overhead activity, they will allocate to the production cost. Okay, after the real ABC system have been implemented, this ABC system is successfully because they managed to solve the misinterpretation problem, and also they have updated the directly hours and cost driver every time they allocate the cost. So why this company implement ABC system? First, because of technological factor, which is ABC system as a catalyst to advancement of information system. Second, it is organization factors, which is lead to continuous changes adversely impact of ABC system. Third is cultural factor, which is top down and malleable. And lastly is external factors, which mainly is caused by market conditions. Summary of this case study is ABC system can work more effectively in a relative stable environment through although it may not work well in a changing and unstable environment. So secondly, ABC system implementation have made marked improvement and allowed them to obtain some accurate product cost information. Third, ABC system information enable this company top management to understand sales activity better. This is what I have researched on this case study. That's the middle.
Okay, thank you Daniel for the explanation on the case study about the ABC. So since like everything have done, the case study also done, so we come to the end of the class. I hope you guys really understand about the activity-based costing, which is ABC, when implemented in the company. So thank you class.
Thank you, madam.